either going to be a really good video or a really bad video in which I get scolded horribly. Oh hi! Didn't see you there. My name's Michael. I run this channel. If you're watching this video, it probably means you're either new or someone who's old has sent this video to you. In which case, hi. This video is going to be about my universe. Don't worry, before you start panicking, I'm not God. I haven't created a physical world. Is this too jokey? Might be too jokey, it might scare new people off. Oh well. So, this video is going to be about my universe, my little world of characters. Grab a seat, chill with me by the fire, and let's talk lore. Oh, one sec. Stay there. Hang on. I've got something that will make this perfect. Don't you go anywhere. See, this is the good thing about having a clip mic. I'm actually not in the vicinity of the camera right now, and you can still hear me. This is going to be chill. We're going to have a good time. So, the first video in the playlist is Clones Are Mean. But that's not where the universe started. That's just the first thing you saw. So we're going to start by backtracking to the events before the start of the quote-unquote series. And that can be explained by simply saying, it's my life. I always had this idea that the sketch version of me shares my life. So has the same job, has the same friends, has the same events that happen to him, etc. So yeah, so the sketch version of me, nothing really too deep, it's just me. The only difference really being is that the sketch version of me is a lot more confrontational than I would be in real life. I just want to say as well, the vlogs that I do aren't canon to the universe, but in universe the vlogs do exist. So just to explain myself, the vlogs that I do on this channel are not canon to the universe. Like, they're real life vlogs. Like this one, for example, this isn't canon. But talking in universe, vlogs are just something else that I do on the channel. The actual vlogs aren't canon, but the Sketch Michael does do vlogs. That's the backstory out of the way. Let's just get on to the actual universe, which, as I said before, starts with the sketch Clones Are Mean. This video marks the first appearance of the clone and Michael. There was a video before that called Shave, which is non-canonical. That was literally just me testing out the cloning effect. So Shave was a test bed, and Clones Are Mean was the official beginning of the universe. In that sketch, Clone actually mentions the Shave video being non-canon, so... Well, there was that shaving video, but that's non-canon. The very next event in the universe, which I am sorry, but I'm gonna have to look up my playlist because I've actually forgotten. It's been 6 years, alright? I think I'm entitled to be a little forgetful at this point. Oh, it's Holiday Troubles. Okay, so most of the earlier sketches, I will admit, aren't that important to the lore because I didn't have the idea of lore back then. I get comments asking what's Darkseid's deal? You know, who's Darkseid? Why is he such a prick? His reason for existing in universe is because I, in real life, am a self-proclaimed sweet baby boy, so all of my bad stuff has to go somewhere. So he's confrontational, he's aggressive, he's manipulative, and just an all-round dick. Then we've got YouTube Guy. His whole character is that he's a guy who works at YouTube and basically keeps an eye on the channel. That's literally the whole reason he exists, is just to keep check on Mr. Raw and make sure nothing goes wrong. I'm not going to go into his backstory because it is explained in an entire video that I did, and it's probably one of the ones I'm most proud of to this day. you can go watch that, because it won't be explained here, because I feel like explaining it now will just ruin any impact that video has. So my lips are sealed. Go watch that video. Then we got Jerry, an aspiring actor who wanted to be in well, we don't know, television, movies. He had dreams is the point. Who got a job as an extra in a college project, because Jerry was first created in real life because of a college project. So that's a little blurring the lines a bit. Blurring the lines between reality and fiction. Yeah, so he got a job in a college project, and he was cut out of the final edit. Again, a little reference to real life, because the character that would later become Jerry was cut out of the final edit of that college project. Let's put some more wood. Oh shit, I forgot I had this on me. Yeah boy, fuel that shit. So in universe, Jerry was to have a job in this college project, but the day before he got hit by a spatula. I threw the spatula, and it chopped his head off from here. So he has no upper part of his head. Then a local scientist discovered his corpse. Jerry's existence in the universe is to basically be a walking spanner in the works. Whenever something is going well, or just at the most inconvenient time, he will show up and threaten to stab people, and possibly stab people, and just be weird. Like he was severely mentally fucked by the revival process from the scientist. So he's not there anymore. He's whoever he is now. You know, nothing. Whoa, that is really crackling. Don't you just love a crackling fire, boy? I've always had the idea, because like Jerry did used to have a house when he was like alive, but obviously since he died, since he was legally pronounced dead, obviously his house got sold, so he doesn't live anywhere anymore. So this hasn't been shown in a video before, but just take this as canon, that he lives under a bridge somewhere. Like he just lives wherever he wants. He's a hobo at this point. He just lives wherever the road takes him. And last but not least, possibly everyone's favorite, Reginald Bogie. Now he was born into a wealthy family. He comes from a long line of rich bogies, and the poor man is severely depressed, hence why he drinks so much. His dad died, and his mum basically shunned him because of his drinking problem. So, oh, and he shot his dog at one point. He did kill his own dog in a drunken rage. So this isn't going very well. I'm more shit at this than I thought I'd be.
Reginald Bogie is deeply depressed over issues he doesn't even fully remember.
So in universe, Bogie always drops by the house looking for alcohol, or I think he just likes us at this point. He just enjoys the company of the crowd. So he just comes by every now and again, getting in the way. My sketches also go by the multiverse theory, in which that any possible universe that can exist does exist. For example, there was a video where my clone went to another universe, and basically Darkseid was the prime minister. Although that was the first instance of the multiverse being shown in the sketches, it's always been implied to exist. The characters just never really noticed it or cared about it. There was one sketch I did in 2014 where this guy wearing a ghost mask just randomly appears in my room, and I don't really question it that much, apart from apart from just maybe one question of how did you get here, and he's like, I don't know, and then we just never addressed it. Then there was another sketch where a version of me dressed as Doc Brown from Back to the Future randomly showed up, and he took me to my parents' car and was like, we gotta get you back to the future, and all that shit, and then nothing happened. Michael, as in the sketch Michael, assumed him to just be mentally insane, and then the video ended. I've always had the idea as well that the universe is ongoing. Like, stuff happens even when you're not watching. And the characters are also aware of when you are watching. So they do break the fourth wall a lot, and that's not because they can see the camera. They can feel your eyes on them, if that makes sense. Real life events also take place within the Raweniverse, like there was an election trilogy that actually took place during the UK elections. So they do line up, like the events are running parallel to each other. My friend Michael Davis, who some of you may or may not know, if you don't, there'll be a link to him in the description, but he does sketches as well with all of his with his own entourage, and our two worlds share the same multiverse, so we cross over occasionally. I go to his, he comes to mine, and we make videos together. So that's pretty much it. That was the Raweniverse. I've got a playlist of sketches if you want to watch them, but that was pretty much getting you up to speed. Thanks for watching, thanks for sitting by the fire with me and having a nice little chat. I appreciate it, I appreciate your company. Yeah, so see you around. Bye. Also, I kind of didn't cover a lot of stuff, so if you have any questions remaining, then leave them in the comments and I will answer them. Thank you.